Hi guys, Captain Daly here, bringing you our sailing plan for day 12 of our 14-day cruise in the Dalmatian islands of Croatia. If you know of additional stops we should include in this plan, please comment below, and of course you're welcome to subscribe to my channel. Isn't this Sun Odyssey 469 a beautiful boat? I can't wait to sail her. This is what we're going to be using. She's a beauty. Day 12 starts in Palmizana, St. Klement, which in the summertime is a very crowded marina. Hopefully when we're there in the fall and the spring it won't be so bad. And our destination for day 12 is a bay called Lučice. It's on the island of Brač. Very well protected, very pretty anchorage. Popular anchorage. Plenty to see and plenty to do and lots to sail on day 12. It's a 32.1 nautical mile day, which is 6.4 hours of sailing time. In addition to that, there are several beaches and restaurants that we might want to visit. We definitely want to go see the Golden Horn Beach. It's called Zlatni Rat in Croatian. It's an iconic beach. There's a fish farm that is really interesting that we want to see. And of course, the U-boat garage, the submarine pen that the Yugoslavians had. That's going to be incredible. So it's a long day, but thankfully we have plenty of sun. We have 15 hours and 39 minutes of good daylight, dawn at 05:01 and dusk at 2040. This is the 14-day plan. Each day is a different color code. It would go all the way from Split to Dubrovnik and back, and catch many islands in between, and lots of World Heritage sites and caves and submarine pens and lighthouses, and it's going to be a phenomenal trip, absolutely phenomenal. But this video is concentrating on day 12, which starts in St. Klement, goes to Var, comes to the iconic Golden Horn Beach, and ends in Brač at a cove called Lučice. So we start off in Palmizana and we cruise due west to the city of Var. Var itself is a very old, very famous, very big city on the island of Var, H-V-A-R. And we'll see Var and then several beaches, several coves on the way out of Var to Brač. Several different areas to see within Var itself. There's 3 coves, if you will, 3 harbors that Var has. You can see the city is very well spread out and is very large. And very beautiful. It's very old and majestic, and wow, what a sight, huh? Old churches, old roofs, and plenty of boats and plenty of people in the summertime. Hopefully in the springtime it'll be a little bit lighter than this, a lot lighter than this. Then from Bar we go back up into this harbor. There's a park here that celebrates a man that I'll introduce you to in just a little bit. But this is a very quaint harbor in Var. And this is a view from the end of it looking back out. What a beautiful city. Huh? How'd you like to live there? So pretty. And this is the guy that park celebrates, Ivan Vucetic. He is the guy that implemented methodology to use fingerprints for criminal indictments, prosecutions, whatever you want to call it. He's a very famous guy internationally to make use of fingerprints. And this is he died in 1925, so this is turn of the century, 1900, that he was doing his work. From that park we go to the next beach over, which is Banji Beach, which is a very pretty upscale beach. It has some very unique places to see on Banji Beach, this being one of them. And then from Banji Beach, we go to the next two, which is Madravica and President Beach. Madravica is pretty typical rocky beach, hotels along the side. Hard to believe that people swim there, but they do. It's a tough beach, but they're tough people. And then this is President Beach, very pretty beach with cliffs and houses up above the cliffs. I'm sure on land it's very difficult to get to. Looks like there might be a road here. I don't know. It looks like it would be very difficult to get to this beach. Then from President Beach, we have two more beaches that we'll be going to. Villain Ocean is one of them. And this one is, I think this is Klement Beach. I'm not sure. It's a pretty low beach. It goes way back in and to a beach, and it looks like a launch area they can launch boats out of. And there's a dive center here, and there's diving that's done in the area, and the diving is very unique and very pretty. Has some very interesting sights to see if you dive. This day, I doubt seriously we'll have time to do scuba diving, but if we did, it would be gorgeous. And then from there, Villa Oceanus Beach, which is an upscale cove. Although the pictures don't really match what the satellite looks like. This is what they claim is the Villa Oceanus Var Cove area, but that doesn't look like what the satellite said. So we'll go over there and find out. We'll take pictures and we'll let you know what we find out. Well, how about that for some boats, huh? That's some nice boats. I'm going to guess those are way over 50, over 60. Those are going to be in the 80 to 100 foot range. Very nice yachts. Okay, so this is Klement Beach. Klement Beach is on Vor, but it's this beach. And it's an interesting three-prodded cove that goes back up in here. And some developments and nice rest areas, complete with umbrellas and such. Very unique. Looks more like the Caribbean than it does Croatia. Then once we're done with Var, we take a nice trip all the way to the east, to the northeast, to the island of Brač, and we visit the iconic beach, the Golden Horn Beach. If you've ever seen pictures of beaches on Croatia, you've probably seen a picture of this beach. It's very unique. Golden Horn Beach. It's called Zlatni Rat in Croatian. Ziatni Rat. Zlatni Rat. I believe rat means point, so it's Zlatni Point. I bet you in the summertime that place is really crowded. Boats and people, and it looks like they have some lines out for people to swim without interference from the boats. It's got to be a very unique area. Looking forward to visiting it. And then from there, it just keeps getting better. We go on to the west, and we come to an area of fish farms and submarine bases. Going to be fun. On the way there, there's a little cove called Draciva. Something we can breeze into, take a shot, and go. And then we come to the main cove, and there's no way I can pronounce this, Uzgajiliste Cove. And these are all fish farms. These are all circles that are raising, these are nets that are raising fish. It's chock full of fish farm. And this is what it looks like on the surface. Fish farms, lots and lots of fish farms. Pretty interesting looking. But the real draw, or I guess another draw, a good draw, is the submarine pens. This is a U-boat garage, as they call it. And they allow people to go in and out of it, to jump from it, to swim in it, to whatever they want to do in it. It's kind of interesting. But this was used during World War II for their submarines, and Yugoslavia during the Cold War had submarines in here as well. And it's big. I mean, we're not going to be able to get the sailboat in it, obviously. The mast will be too high, but we can get close to it. It'll be fun. It'll be interesting. And it goes way back. I mean, a submarine is a long boat, and so it's got to be long enough for the submarine to fit in there. It must have been interesting in its day to see this in operation. And then from there, we leave and go to the next cove to the west, which is Lučice. And it's a nice, well-protected, popular cove. Several restaurants in the area if we want to get out and eat. And a good place to spend the night. Long day, but it's really worth it. Some you can see some nice restaurants. If you use the restaurant, a lot of times they'll let you use the piers or the balls or whatever they have out there for it. So it's a good incentive to not only taste some really good food, but to make it convenient to take care of your boat. So now let's quickly look at the whole route and see what the water and obstructions look like. Try to go through this quickly. Palmizana, no problem. We shoot back to the east, go across and into the city of Var, the harbor of Var, and we look at all the different areas in Var, and then come out and start hitting some of the coves. You can see there's really no obstructions. There's good water. We just need to watch our water depth in our chart plotter, and we shouldn't have any problem at all with any of these areas. There's that three-pronged cove that we saw earlier. And then leaving Var, we round this point and come back around to the east, and we sail up to Zlatni Rat, the Golden Horn. Again, no obstructions. We just need to avoid this piece of land here and go into the beach there. The beach is relatively deep. Shouldn't have any problem getting in relatively close, certainly up to the ropes where the swimming ropes are. There's a little bit of protrusion coming out this side, but we're only drafting 7 feet. 7 feet, what do we got? 7 feet, 7.3 feet. So say 7.5 feet. We've got plenty of water here. So we should be able to see and take good pictures of Zlatni Rat, the Golden Horn. From there we head to the west and we catch that little cove and go into the Dracena Cove and then go into these two coves, and the last one being our final resting place. This cove is where all the fish farms are, and these diagonal lines, these diagonal rectangles mark where the fish farms are, so you want to give them plenty of clearance. But you want to look at them because they're going to be very interesting. And then all the way back up at 71 is where the U-boat harbor is, the U-boat garage, the submarine pen, whatever you want to call it. That'll be interesting. Long day, though. Very, very long day. And then coming out of that cove, we go into Lučice, which is our final resting point. And that's where we'll spend the night. So, day 12 is a great day. All the way from St. Clement Island to Lučice Brač. Please leave any comments if you know of anything in addition that we should see on this route, although I don't think we have time to see much more. And you're certainly welcome to subscribe to the channel. This is the interior of the boat. I mean, it's just really an incredible sailboat. It's going to be so much fun to live on this for 2 weeks. I'm really, really happy with the boat that we've bareboat chartered. All right, I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you very much.